Hello, it's Anja again with a new episode of the BBQ Lady. Here you can see my crispy pork belly burnt ends burger and the burnt ends with the rind not removed. And if you want to know how I managed to get that rind crispy, stay tuned. Also, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. That way you won't miss any of my recipes. And now I wish you a lot of fun. Pork belly burnt ends is a typical and beloved barbecue recipe. For this, the rind is usually removed from the pork belly, namely because it becomes rather wobbly when smoking and steaming it in the process. And we don't want that, that's why you remove it. Then the rest of the pork belly is cut into dices. Those are then spiced with a special mix of spices, a so-called rub. In the next steps, they are smoked and steamed, and in the last step, caramelized. Today I'm modifying it a little bit, namely the rind will stay and it will get crispy. That's why I can't hold on to the classic recipe. I have to modify it for my purpose a little bit. The rind stays on. We are also cutting into dices, but a little bit different. You can see how I'm cutting into the pork belly, but you can also see that I'm not cutting through all the way. Alright, I had to change knives quick. Be careful that it doesn't rip apart. Good, now it's ready. The rind is not cut off, it's all intact. Now I have my rub, which I will link in the description box so you can use it as well. Rubbing it all over is really important. With the traditional way of preparation, we have nice cubes where you can rub it in on the entry surface pretty easy. Here I have to get in between the meat pieces, which all still stick together. And then I would say we will see each other in front of the smoker. As you can see in the background, it's already smoking. The smoker is preheated. The pork belly is also good to go. I placed it on a grid over a baking pan with water. This stops it from drying up and the leaking fluids won't catch on fire. Alright, the pork belly is inside. I will leave it in the smoker at around 120 degrees Celsius, which is 250 degrees Fahrenheit, for an hour. The hour of smoking has passed. We'll open it now and check out the pork belly. Very nice. It still sticks together for the most part. I like that. I will carry it inside and then we will get over to step 2. No worries, this will be a short time in the kitchen. I would recommend to use gloves, like I am here. I usually hate these gloves, but the pork belly is hot, so I want to cover my hands. Just letting it with the meat side facing downward in this mix of barbecue sauce, sweet soy sauce, honey, what else do I have? Coca-Cola. Of course I will write the recipe for the rub and sauce in the description box of the video. You want to make sure the sauce covers everything evenly. Due to the steaming phase, the flavors of the sauce will be absorbed by the meat and it will stay in it. That's why you can just wiggle it a little bit in the sauce. Just a moment, I'm taking off my gloves. Thank God I can rid of them now. Now close the lid and I will let it steam at 120 degrees Celsius, which is 250 degrees Fahrenheit, for 2 hours. After 2 hours, the steaming process has passed. I will now get the pork belly out of the smoker. As you can see, the rind is very soft, and this would be a rather unpleasant taste. But we will keep going now and I will place the pork belly on a board and carefully turn it. A moment please, this is really exciting. Maybe I should have grabbed the gloves again. I'm turning it and oh, look at that! Pieces falling off already. We can try those later. Already very tasty. And in order to finish the process of caramelizing, I'm just going to brush the sauce on the meat. The remaining sauce we can use afterwards also for the burger. And this is the big moment now. It is about getting the rind crispy. This is where we come to our little modification. The grill is preheated at around 160 degrees Celsius, which is 320 degrees Fahrenheit. Rather low temperatures, and now we will start caramelizing it, but also making the crust crispy. I will place our pork belly with the rind facing downward onto the direct heat. Alright. And here we will just let it sit there for around 20 minutes. It's ready when I think that the crust is crispy enough. We have let it caramelize for 10 minutes now. And I will open it up now and let you have a look, of course. I've been checking on the crust, and it makes sense to use a lifter to go under the meat to get it off the grillage. But I don't want the burnt end's top to turn dry. That's why we brush it a little bit with the remaining sauce. I should probably put this near the pork belly. It really smells heavenly. I have to be honest. Another piece fell off, but you can snack on those during the grilling process. Now add more sauce on top, and then I would say we will see each other inside when building the burger. Here he is, the big star, the main act of today's burger. I will cut it into cubes, like you are used to do it from the pork belly burnt ends. But can you hear it? Crispy crust. We haven't taken off the rind, and the plan worked out perfect. Opposed to traditional way of preparing, they are not covered on all sides by the sauce. So we have to do this here as well. Look here. You could put them on the grill again and caramelize again, but I really think it's enough for me. I'm really hungry now and have everything ready already. We prepare it as a classical BLT burger with bacon, lettuce, tomatoes, and then we are ready to taste it. Now you saw why I didn't cut the pork belly into dices right away. I really tried it out before cutting the pork belly with the rind into cubes and trying to turn the rind into a crust. But that does not work well, as the pork dices will slide away on the grillage and it all turns into a big mess. That's why I came up with this idea, and I think it worked out pretty well. Here you can see a really nice crunchy crust. And it is crunchy for sure, you could definitely hear that. My cameraman said that he is very excited to see me taste it, as it is such a huge burger. So let's do it. I have to try this huge burger. It's really gigantic. Really so good. The pork belly ends are good anyway, but in combination on the burger with bacon is even better. I would recommend that you recreate the burger at home. If you do, please let me know in the comments how you liked it. In case you enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up, and of course I would be happy if you would subscribe to my channel. That way we will always stay in contact. Thanks for watching. See you soon, your BBQ Lady. Have a good time.